Have you ever found yourself standing at the edge, staring into the unknown, wondering whether you should jump? Have you ever felt that overwhelming urge to reach for something more, but the doubt, the fear, and the excuses hold you back? Well, here's a truth that might sting. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is nothing but excuses. That's right. Every single reason you've ever given for not achieving what you want, whether it's time, money, opportunity, or even fear, is just a barrier you've built in your mind. And let me tell you, no matter how tall those walls seem, they can all be torn down with one thing: action. Look around you. Look at the people who are winning, the ones who seem to effortlessly glide through life. Do you think they're special? Do you think they have it easier than you? Number what they have is a mindset that says, there are no excuses, there's only the result I'm after. We've all heard it. I can't because. The moment you utter those words, you've just handed your power to something outside of yourself. You've told the world that your dreams, your goals, your success is dependent on things that you can't control. That's the first mistake. The second mistake is allowing that belief to fester, to take root, and to dictate your reality. But what if I told you that you are in full control of what happens next? What if I told you that every goal, every dream, and every ambition is waiting for you to step up and claim it? And not just claim it, but to live it, breathe it, become it. Let me tell you something about people who succeed. They don't wait. They don't wait for the perfect time. They don't wait for the universe to align. They don't wait for motivation to magically hit them when they roll out of bed. No, they make the decision, and then they move. They act, they fight, they sacrifice. And in the end, they win because they don't make excuses. They make results. You want to talk about fear, about hesitation, about that little voice inside your head that tells you you're not good enough. Let me tell you, that voice is a liar. It's not your truth. It's not your reality. It's the thing that's been holding you back, the thing that's convinced you to settle for less than you deserve. But you don't need that voice. The truth is simple. Action breeds confidence, not the other way around. Let's break this down. The person who succeeds isn't the one with the most talent or the most opportunities. The person who succeeds is the one who decides. The one who makes that pivotal choice to go after what they want, no matter what. It's the one who stands up in the face of adversity and says, I will not stop. I will not make excuses. I will find a way, no matter the obstacle. And guess what? When you take that step, that single act of defiance against your doubts, you open the door to an entire new world of possibilities. You stop waiting for everything to be perfect because you know it never will be. Perfection doesn't exist. What exists is progress. And every single day you wake up and move toward your goal, even if you're scared, even if you're uncertain, you're making progress. And that progress compounds, layer by layer, until you're looking back at a mountain you've climbed, wondering when you even had time to feel afraid. Do you think Thomas Edison was a genius because he was born with a superior intellect? He was a genius because he refused to quit. He failed 1,000 times before he found the right filament for the light bulb. 1,000 times. Do you know what most people would have done after the first 100 failures? They would have quit. But not Edison. He kept going because he didn't make excuses. He didn't wait for the perfect moment. He kept moving, kept acting, and eventually the result came. The world knows his name because he was relentless. So let's talk about you. What are you waiting for? What excuse have you given yourself today for why you can't move forward? Let me ask you, what if you didn't have that excuse? What if you let go of the fear, the doubt, the what-ifs, and just acted? What if you took that first step right now? You have everything you need right now. Every tool, every skill, every opportunity. The only thing missing is your decision to take control. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need anyone else's approval. You need to act. But how do you start? Where do you begin? It all begins with one thing: the right mindset. You need to realize that the only limitations you have are the ones you've created in your mind. Once you break free from that mental cage, the world opens up to you, opportunities begin to flow, success becomes inevitable. And it all starts today. No more waiting, no more excuses. So here's the challenge. The next time you find yourself thinking about your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just start. Take one small action and let the momentum build. Because once you do, you'll never look back. You see, the world is full of people who wait for the right time to act, but that's not you. Not anymore. You are someone who makes things happen. You are someone who refuses to accept anything less than the life you deserve. That's what it means to be truly unstoppable. To act without hesitation. To act without excuses. To act and then get results. You've taken the first step. That's all it takes. It doesn't matter where you are right now or what you've been through. The past is irrelevant. It only exists to fuel your fire, not hold you back. And here's a truth for you. Your future is not written by what you failed at. It's written by what you decide to do right now. So, let me ask you again. What are you waiting for? Think about this. There are people out there right now. People who don't have the skills you have, the resources you have, the opportunities you have, and yet they are winning. They are moving forward. Why? Because they decided they would. And I can hear the excuses, the doubts. But what if I fail? Playing in the background of your mind. It's natural. Everyone feels that. It's normal. But here's the real question. What would happen if you just moved anyway? What would happen if you pushed past the fear? What if you acted before you felt ready, before the fear could hold you back, and before the voice inside your head convinced you that success was for someone else? The truth is, it's all about the commitment. The commitment to act, to fail, to rise, to act again. That's what successful people do. They don't wait. They don't sit around, hoping their moment will come. They create their moments. They make their own opportunities. Now, I want you to take a step back and look at your life. I want you to ask yourself, what do I truly want? Not what society expects of you. Not what everyone else thinks you should be. But deep down, in the quiet of your soul, what do you want to create in this world? Because that's your vision. That's your driving force. And it doesn't matter how impossible it feels, how far away it seems, because if you can visualize it, you can achieve it. But here's the catch. Vision without action is just a dream. You can't sit around thinking about how amazing your life is going to be while you're doing nothing to make it happen. The world doesn't care about your dreams. The world cares about your actions. You see, vision is what pulls you forward. It's the magnet that keeps you on track when the road gets tough. But action, that's the engine. That's what makes the vision move from the intangible to the real. And when you take action, no matter how small, you create momentum. I want you to think about a time when you were at your lowest. A time when you thought, this is it? I can't go any further. I'm talking about the moment when you felt completely stuck, like you had hit a wall. What did you do then? Did you stay down? Or did you find a way to rise? Most people stay down. They get comfortable in their discomfort. They accept the hand they've been dealt and think that's all they can do. But you are different. You can't stay down. Not anymore. Every time you get knocked down, you get back up stronger. Every setback is just another setup for a comeback. And that's the key to success. The ability to get up no matter what happens. The ability to keep moving forward. Because it's not the failures that define us. It's how we respond to them. Are you going to let fear and failure control you? Or are you going to take control of them? The choice is yours, right now. You've heard it before, but I'm going to say it again because it's the truth. You cannot control everything. Life will throw challenges at you. People will criticize you. There will be moments of doubt, of pain, and of uncertainty. But none of that matters if you have one thing: belief. Belief in yourself. Belief that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise. Belief that no obstacle is too big, no challenge too great, no dream too far out of reach. That belief is what carries you through the storm. Think about the greatest achievers of history. Did they face adversity? Did they encounter failure? Of course they did. But they didn't let it stop them. They didn't allow the world to define their worth. They decided, in the face of it all, that they would succeed. What if you made that same decision? What if you decided, right now, that no matter what happens, you will succeed? What would happen to your life? I'll tell you what would happen. You would start seeing opportunities everywhere. You would start moving with a sense of purpose, a sense of power. People would start noticing the shift in you. They would see your confidence. They would feel your presence, and they would wonder how you're doing it. And here's the secret. You're doing it because you've decided. You've decided that nothing will stop you. Not fear, not doubt, not failure. You've decided that you will keep going, no matter how tough it gets, and you will not stop until you reach your destination. That's what it means to be unstoppable. And let me tell you something. When you move like that, when you act with that kind of confidence, people around you will begin to take notice. Not because you're loud, not because you're trying to prove something, but because you've become a force to be reckoned with. You're not just talking about success, you're living it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying there won't be moments of doubt. There will be days when you question yourself, when you want to quit. But I want you to remember something. You've made a decision. And when you decide, there's no going back. There's no turning around. You are on a mission. And as long as you keep moving, no matter how small the step, you will get there. So what's next? What will you do today? Will you continue to let fear hold you back? Or will you step into the life you were meant to lead? The choice is yours. And if you make the decision to take action, to move forward, to believe in yourself, despite everything, then I promise you, success will not be a matter of if, it will be a matter of when. Now, let's take that next step together. There's one thing I need you to understand, and I want you to hear it loud and clear. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to swoop in and hand you success on a silver platter. This is your journey. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. And yet, for most people, that's where they freeze. They wait for a sign, for permission, for the stars to align, as if success will magically appear one day when the timing is right. Let me tell you the hard truth. The stars will never align. The timing will never be perfect. That's the lie we've been told. The lie that keeps us stuck. The right time is now. Everything you need to succeed is already inside of you. That's not some motivational fluff. It's a fact. The only thing standing between you and your greatness is the decision to believe in yourself and take massive action. Think about it. Every single success story you know, from the greatest entrepreneurs to the most famous innovators, didn't happen because they were handed success. It happened because they decided to act, even when no one believed in them. Even when they had every reason to quit. They trusted in their own ability to rise, and because of that, they did. You're no different. You have the power to create anything you want in this life, but it begins with one critical shift. You must own your future. It's easy to say, I'll wait until I feel more confident, or I'll work on it once I have more experience, or I'll start when everything is in place. But let's get real for a second. That's just procrastination wearing a disguise. It's fear hiding behind the facade of waiting for the perfect moment. And guess what? The perfect moment is never going to come. It's only perfect when you make it perfect through action. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop asking for permission. It's time to stop waiting for someone to validate your dreams. The validation you need comes from within. The moment you believe you deserve success, the moment you decide it's yours for the taking, everything changes. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what do I want more than anything in this world? Is it financial freedom? Is it the ability to live life on your terms? Is it the opportunity to make an impact and leave a legacy? Whatever it is, it's within your reach. And the moment you make the decision that it's no longer optional, that it's non-negotiable, the universe will start to respond. Things will begin to align in your favor, but only because you've made it happen. You are the force that moves the universe, not the other way around. Think about it this way. Your success isn't just about what you do. It's about who you become along the way. You want to be wealthy. You have to become the kind of person who thinks like a wealthy person. You want to be a leader? You have to embody the mindset of a leader. Someone who makes decisions quickly, with conviction, and sticks to them no matter what. The people who achieve great things in life are not smarter than you. They don't have more resources than you. They simply have a mindset that says, this is who I am, and this is what I'm going to do. And here's the truth that's even more empowering. The obstacles that you face aren't here to stop you. They are here to prepare you. Every setback, every challenge, every moment of doubt is a tool, an opportunity to grow. If you stop seeing these challenges as obstacles and start seeing them as tests, tests to build your character, to sharpen your resilience, to forge your mental toughness, you will rise, you will break through. Now, let's talk about something that holds a lot of people back from taking action. Self-doubt. This little voice inside your head that tells you, you're not ready, or you're not good enough, or you can't do this. That voice is the enemy of your success. What you need to realize is that doubt is a choice. It's a habit that your mind has developed over time, and just like any habit, it can be broken. You don't need to wait for confidence to magically appear. Confidence comes from doing. It comes from putting yourself in the arena, from taking the shots, from getting knocked down, and getting back up again. The more you act, the more you build that unshakable belief in yourself. Let me tell you something about fear. Fear is not a warning sign that you shouldn't proceed. Fear is a signal that you are on the right path. Think about that. The greatest moments of growth in your life, the times when you were stretched beyond what you thought possible, were probably the times you were most afraid, right? The times when you were scared to take that leap, scared to make that decision, scared to put yourself out there, but you did it anyway, and that's why you grew. Because growth happens outside your comfort zone. It happens when you choose to act in spite of fear, not because of it. The real test of success is how you react when fear shows up. And I'm telling you, fear is going to show up. But here's the thing. You have the power to decide what to do with it. You can either let fear control you, or you can let it fuel you. The choice is yours. Think about the moment when you took that first step toward your goal, the moment you pushed past your doubts and fears and chose to act. What happened after that? I'll tell you what happened. You felt unstoppable. That's the magic of action. It builds confidence. It clears away the fog. It makes things clear. And you realize for the first time that you can handle anything. So what's next? What will you do today? Will you keep waiting for the stars to align? Or will you start today, in the face of uncertainty, in the face of fear, and take that first step? You see, your future is not something that happens to you. Your future is something you create. You shape it, you build it. And it all starts with that one decision. to stop making excuses, to stop waiting for permission, and to step into your power. The world is waiting for you to make that choice. The time to act is now. Don't wait another minute. Get up, decide, and move. Because success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the moment perfect through your action. And that, my friend, is the key to everything. I want you to think about something for a moment. What's the worst thing that could happen if you fail? Most people's fears are rooted in the idea that failure is the end of the road, that it's final, that it's a permanent mark of their inability to succeed. But let me tell you the truth. Failure is not an end point. It's a lesson. It's a reminder that you're trying. It's proof that you're pushing your limits. And do you know what failure is really? It's a stepping stone. When you're trying to move towards something great, the path is never smooth. There will be bumps, there will be missteps, there will be failures. And if you let them defeat you, if you let them convince you that you're not worthy of success, you've lost before, you've even begun. But if you embrace them, if you treat each failure as data, as a lesson that's preparing you for the next step, you will become unstoppable. Look at all the people you admire, the ones who changed the world, the ones who made history. Every single one of them failed, over and over again. And do you think they gave up? Do you think they threw in the towel after their third or fourth failure? Number they kept going. Because they knew something fundamental. Failure is not permanent. You want to know why people are successful? Because they're not afraid to fail. They know that every failure is one step closer to success. It's not a setback, it's a setup for the next breakthrough. Your failure today is a stepping stone to your success tomorrow. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if it's too hard? What if I don't have the strength to keep going? Let me tell you this. Strength is not given, strength is built. Every time you face a challenge and push through, you're building strength. Every time you get knocked down and rise again, you're building resilience. And that resilience, that mental toughness, becomes your armor. It becomes the thing that keeps you going when the world tells you to stop. You see, it's not the people who have the best luck, the best circumstances, or the most resources who succeed. It's the ones who refuse to quit, the ones who push through the tough times, who keep moving when it seems impossible, who stay the course. Now, don't get me wrong. It's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, like the task ahead is just too much. But you've been through hard things before, haven't you? And you're still standing. In fact, you're stronger for it. Strength doesn't come from avoiding hardship. It comes from embracing it, from standing tall in the face of it, from knowing that no matter how hard it gets, you will not back down. Think about someone you admire. Maybe it's someone famous, someone who built an empire, created something revolutionary, overcame insurmountable odds to change the world. Do you think they just had it easy? Do you think they never felt like giving up? Number they faced everything you're facing right now. Fear, doubt, frustration, setbacks, but they pushed through. And you can too. If you want to change your life, it's not about waiting for the world to hand you an opportunity. It's about creating the opportunity. It's about waking up every single day with one goal in mind, to move forward, no matter what. No excuses. No waiting for the perfect moment. No waiting for the stars to align. No waiting for someone to tell you that you're ready, because you are. You've always been ready. But here's the thing. You'll never feel ready. You'll never feel like you have all the answers. You'll never have the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect circumstances. And guess what? That's okay, because none of that matters. What matters is that you take the first step. What matters is that you start. The journey to success starts with a single step. And that single step, no matter how small, is what sets everything else in motion. It's the momentum that carries you forward. It's the action that pushes you through the doubt, the fear, and the uncertainty. And before you know it, you're no longer just dreaming of success. You're living it. Here's the deal. If you don't act now, if you don't stop making excuses, if you don't choose to take control of your life today, you're going to wake up in a year, 5 years, 10 years, and regret not starting sooner. You're going to look back and wonder why you didn't take that leap, why you didn't step up when you had the chance. But you don't have to wait. The decision to start is yours. The power to change your life is yours. So what are you going to do with it? Will you let fear hold you back? Will you let excuses stop you? Or will you stand up, take action, and begin to create the life you've always wanted? The choice is yours. Now is the time. No more waiting. No more excuses. Just results. Let's get to work. You've already taken the first step. You've made the decision to stop making excuses, and that's the hardest part. The decision to stop holding yourself back. The moment you take control of your actions is the moment everything changes. But here's the truth. This is just the beginning. We live in a world that constantly tries to pull us in different directions. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has an expectation. And there are days when it feels like the world is trying to drown out your voice, trying to tell you that you're not enough, that you're not capable. But let me remind you, the world doesn't dictate your worth. You do. That's the power of choice. That's the power of mindset. Because when you truly understand that your success is defined by you, not by what others think or say, you unlock the greatest freedom of all, the freedom to be yourself, to go after your dreams with relentless confidence, to carve out your path in this world with authority, and to refuse to let anyone or anything take that away from you. And I get it. There will be voices that try to tell you it's impossible. They will tell you that your dreams are too big, too audacious, too out of reach. But those are the voices of the small-minded, the people who didn't dare to dream big enough. And you, my friend, are not one of them. You were put here on this earth with infinite potential. There is no limit to what you can achieve, except the limits you place on yourself. Every time you decide to shrink back, every time you allow fear, doubt, or insecurity to hold you in place, you are limiting your own greatness. But when you choose to break free from those limitations, when you decide to rise above them, you unleash a version of yourself that is unstoppable. So, let me ask you again, what do you want? Not what the world tells you to want, not what seems unrealistic or possible. What do you truly want? What do you crave deep down, in your heart, that would make you feel alive, fulfilled, and proud of the life you've created? Whatever that is, go after it. No more waiting. No more holding back. Here's something that might be hard to hear. No one is going to hand you your dream. No one is going to give you permission to succeed. No one is going to come and rescue you from your struggles. And you don't need them to, because you have everything you need within you. Every single tool, every single resource, every single strength you need to achieve your goals is already inside of you. The difference between you and the people who are living the life you dream of isn't luck. It's not connections. It's not timing. It's not even natural talent. It's their ability to act. The moment they made the decision to show up, day in and day out, regardless of how they felt, regardless of how many times they fell short, they changed their destiny. You have that same power, but to unlock it, you have to do something radical. You have to take full responsibility for your life. No more blaming circumstances, no more waiting for the perfect time. Life isn't waiting for you to be ready, and neither should you. The people you admire didn't wait for motivation. They didn't wait for their path to clear. They didn't wait for everything to fall into place. They moved anyway. They acted when they were scared. They acted when it didn't feel perfect. They acted when everyone told them it couldn't be done, and that's why they succeeded. But here's the thing. You don't need to be perfect. Perfection is a myth that keeps you stuck. Success is built on one thing: progress. Every action you take, no matter how small, gets you one step closer to your goal. Every choice you make, no matter how hard, moves you forward. Progress beats perfection, every single time. So don't worry about getting everything right. Don't worry about the mistakes you'll make along the way. Worry about one thing: taking action. Because once you start, the rest will fall into place. You'll learn, you'll grow, and you'll evolve. You'll adapt, you'll change, and you'll become someone who is unstoppable. Do you want to know the secret to success? It's not talent. It's not money. It's not connections. It's the willingness to act, to move forward, to keep going, even when the road is uncertain. The people who succeed don't stop when it gets hard. They push through, and every time they do, they grow stronger. You can be one of those people, but you have to decide today, right now. This is your moment to take action, to say, no more excuses, no more waiting. It's time to move. And when you do, the world will start to open up for you. You'll start to see the opportunities that were always there. You'll start to notice the momentum building. And with every small victory, every step forward, you will realize something incredible. You are becoming the person you were meant to be. And when that happens, nothing will be able to stop you. So what are you waiting for? Take the next step, make the decision, and begin the journey of becoming the unstoppable force that the world needs. The truth is this: your life is the sum of your choices. Every decision you make, every action you take, is shaping the future you will experience. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you've been through. What matters is what you choose to do today. Here's the thing about success. It's not some distant dream that you can only reach after years of toil. It's not something that exists out there in some far-off place, reserved for the lucky or the extraordinary. Success is something that you build, brick by brick, decision by decision. But there's one thing you need to understand. You're not going to get there by following the crowd. You're not going to get there by doing what everyone else is doing, by staying in the comfort zone, by playing it safe. The only way to truly succeed is to embrace the uncomfortable, to step out of the box, to take risks, to fail, to learn, and then to rise again. There will always be people who doubt you, people who think you're crazy, people who tell you that you can't do it. Let them talk. Let them be the naysayers. Let them be the ones who sit back and wait for the perfect conditions, the ones who wish for success but never act. You're different. You're going to act. Success isn't about waiting for the right opportunity. It's about creating the opportunity. It's about getting to work, even when it's hard, even when the odds are stacked against you, even when everything inside you is telling you to stop. And here's the key: the more you act, the easier it gets. You might not feel it right now, but every step you take, no matter how small, adds up. Every decision to push through, every moment you choose to keep going, even when you're tired, even when you want to quit, builds momentum. And that momentum, it's unstoppable. Think about it. Every great achievement, every life-changing success, every person you admire and look up to, they all went through one thing that you'll have to go through, too: doubt, failure, setbacks. They didn't stop. They didn't quit. They didn't let the fear win. And they became who they are because they chose to keep going. You can do the same. In fact, you must do the same. If you want to live a life that others only dream about, if you want to be the person who achieves what most people think is impossible, if you want to be the one who inspires others to act, you have to make that choice. You have to decide that no matter what happens, you're going to keep moving forward. Every time you face a challenge, it's a chance to build your strength, to sharpen your mind, to improve your resilience. The challenges are not here to break you. They're here to prepare you for something greater. They're the stepping stones that will lead you to your success. And you'll start to notice something incredible when you embrace this mindset. Opportunity will start finding you. The more you take action, the more the world will respond. The more you push forward, the more the universe will align with your energy, your vision, your determination. But it won't just happen by chance. It will happen because you've decided to make it happen. You see, everything in your life is a reflection of the choices you make. Every success you achieve is a result of your commitment to your vision, your willingness to push through the hard days, your refusal to accept mediocrity. Now, this doesn't mean you won't face challenges. This doesn't mean that everything will be easy. In fact, the harder the battle, the greater the reward. The most successful people aren't those who never faced adversity. They're the ones who used adversity as fuel, who turned setbacks into comebacks, who transformed their failures into lessons. They're the ones who never gave up. So ask yourself, what will you do today? Will you continue to let fear and doubt control your life? Or will you take that first step toward the life you truly want? Will you keep waiting for the right time? Or will you create the right time? There's no more waiting. There's only acting. No more excuses. Just results. You have everything you need right now to achieve your dreams. Every tool, every resource, every ounce of strength is already inside of you. It's time to take control. It's time to make a decision. And it's time to make that decision now. What happens next is entirely up to you. Will you step up? Will you rise to the challenge? Will you stop making excuses and start creating your reality? The choice is yours. And with that choice, everything you've ever dreamed of is on the other side, waiting for you to claim it. Here's the truth about success that no one likes to tell you. It's not a straight line. There are no shortcuts. There are no quick fixes. The journey is messy. It's filled with detours, setbacks, and challenges. But that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes success so incredibly satisfying. Because here's the reality. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. If success was simply about having the right knowledge or the right connections, the whole world would be successful. But that's not how it works. Success is earned. It's a byproduct of grit, of perseverance, of getting knocked down and getting back up. And here's the kicker. You will get knocked down. It's inevitable. No one gets through life without facing obstacles. No one. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is the ability to keep going. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when everything inside you is screaming to quit. But you're not like everyone else. You're different. Because when you refuse to give up, when you refuse to back down, when you push through the pain and the doubt and the fear, that's when you show the world what you're made of. That's when you become unstoppable. Think about it. What makes a champion? It's not about talent. It's not about being the smartest or the most skilled. It's about the ability to outlast the competition. It's about the willingness to keep going when others have already quit. And it doesn't matter if it's a race, a business, or a personal goal. The one who perseveres wins. Let's put it this way. In the game of life, you're going to have two choices every single day. You can either be the person who quits when it gets hard, or you can be the person who pushes forward no matter what. So what's it going to be? You see, the most successful people in the world aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who learned to embrace the struggle. They're the ones who realized that the difficult moments, the failures, the doubts were not roadblocks. They were opportunities to grow. They were the moments that forged their character, their resolve, and their success. And if you want to become the person you're capable of becoming, you have to adopt that mindset. You have to start seeing challenges as opportunities, not obstacles. You have to believe that every time life knocks you down, it's only making you stronger. I want you to think about the last time you failed. What did you learn from it? Did you quit? Or did you learn, adapt, and come back stronger? Because that's the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. The ones who succeed see failure as a lesson, not a defeat. Failure is a test. It's a test to see if you'll quit, or if you'll keep going. And the ones who pass that test are the ones who eventually achieve greatness. So, the next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, how bad do I want this? How badly do you want to change your life? How badly do you want to achieve your dreams? Because the only thing standing between you and your success is your willingness to keep going, no matter what. Now, let's talk about something that holds a lot of people back. Fear of the unknown. This is a big one. The fear of taking that leap, of stepping into the unknown, can be paralyzing. You think about all the things that could go wrong, all the things you don't know, and it keeps you stuck. But here's the thing. You will never have all the answers. There will always be uncertainty. There will always be risk. But that's where the magic happens. You don't need certainty to succeed. What you need is faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in your ability to figure things out along the way. And faith that the universe will meet you halfway when you take that leap of faith. You think about all the successful people you know. Do you think they had everything figured out before they started? Of course not. They took risks. They made decisions in the face of uncertainty. And they figured things out along the way. You can do the same. You don't need to know everything to start. You just need to start. The rest will fall into place. It's time to get comfortable with uncertainty. It's time to take risks, because that's where growth happens. That's where breakthroughs happen. And if you're not willing to step into the unknown, you'll stay exactly where you are, stuck, stagnant, and unfulfilled. But you're not someone who's willing to stay stuck. You're someone who's going to break free. You're someone who's going to take that first step, even if you don't have all the answers. And that's how you become unstoppable. Because success is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's not about waiting for everything to line up. It's about making your moment. It's about creating the life you want, now, and not waiting for the world to hand it to you. And I'll tell you something. You are fully capable of creating that life. You are fully capable of achieving everything you've ever dreamed of, but only if you believe that you can. And if you believe it, you can achieve it. But first, you have to decide. No excuses, no waiting, just results. You've come this far, but I need you to understand one final, undeniable truth that will change everything. Success is never about the absence of obstacles. It's never about having the perfect plan or the perfect circumstances. Success is all about how you react when things go wrong. And let me tell you something, things will go wrong. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Life has a way of testing you. It will push you, it will challenge you, and it will force you to make decisions that will either propel you forward or hold you back. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not how many times they fall, it's how many times they get back up. Think about the greatest achievements in history. The people who accomplished the impossible weren't the ones who avoided failure. They were the ones who faced failure head on and said, I will not quit. I will not let this defeat me. I will learn from it, adapt, and keep moving. And that's exactly what you need to do. Every time life knocks you down, you get back up. You don't let failure define you. You define yourself by how you respond. It's all about resilience. Resilience is what makes the difference. It's the ability to bounce back, to adapt, to learn, and to keep going no matter what. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never feel fear. They're the ones who feel the fear and take action anyway. They're the ones who don't wait for the circumstances to be perfect. They just move. And that's what I want you to understand today. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. You don't have to wait for your emotions to align with your actions. You don't have to wait for all the stars to align before you take the next step. You just need to take the step. When you start to take action, even in the face of uncertainty, you build momentum. And momentum, my friend, is a powerful force. It pushes you forward. It propels you toward success, even when you don't feel ready. The key is to start, to act. The rest will follow. And that brings us to the most important thing you need to know about success. You have to trust the process. You have to trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is getting you closer to where you want to be. There will be days when you doubt yourself. There will be days when you wonder if all of this is worth it, but you must keep going. Because the only way to guarantee failure is to stop trying. Here's something else you need to hear. Your success is already written in the stars, but it's up to you to step into that destiny. It's up to you to claim what is already yours. The only person who can hold you back from the life you deserve is you. The only limit to your success is the one you place on yourself. So if you're ready to break through your limits, if you're ready to go after what you want, you must stop asking for permission. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're ready. You are ready. You've always been ready. Now, it's time to take action. Let me ask you again. What is it that you truly want? What is that thing deep inside you that you know you are meant for? Is it a successful business? A fulfilling relationship? Financial freedom? Whatever it is, it's possible. But you need to make a decision, right now. You need to decide that you will not let anything or anyone stop you. You need to commit to the journey. You need to take that first step today. There are no excuses, no more waiting, just results. And here's the secret. The more you commit to action, the more success will begin to unfold for you. It won't happen overnight. It won't be easy. But every day that you show up, every day that you take action, every day that you refuse to give up, you are one step closer to the life you've always wanted. The key to success is simple. Never stop moving forward. Every challenge you face, every obstacle, every failure is just part of the process. It's all just data, a lesson, an opportunity for growth. Embrace it. Keep going. You can do this. You will do this, but only if you make the decision. Only if you take action. Only if you stop making excuses and start living the life you are meant to live. This is your moment. This is your time. Take the step, and then keep stepping. Because when you do, you will never look back, and the life you've always dreamed of will become your reality. What if I told you that you already have everything you need to achieve your dreams? That right now, within you, there is an untapped well of potential, an incredible power that has been waiting to be unleashed. The only thing standing in your way is your own decision to step into it. We live in a world where we're constantly told what we can't do. We're told we're not smart enough, not rich enough, not talented enough. We're bombarded with messages telling us that success is reserved for a select few, those who were born with some secret advantage. But let me tell you something powerful. Success is not reserved for the few. Success is for the ones who are willing to work for it, who are willing to overcome the odds, who are willing to push through when everything seems impossible. You see, everyone has a story. Everyone has faced challenges. Everyone has been told they couldn't do something, that their dreams were too big, too out of reach. And yet, the ones who make it, the ones who win, are the ones who decided, I'm not listening to those voices anymore. I'm not going to let anyone tell me what I can or can't do. And I want you to realize this. You are one decision away from changing everything. That's all it takes. A decision to stop letting fear run the show. A decision to act even when you don't feel ready. A decision to move forward even when you have no idea what the future holds. What happens when you decide to take control of your life? You begin to realize that everything is possible. Every obstacle becomes a challenge to conquer. Every failure becomes a lesson to learn from. You begin to see the world differently. You stop seeing barriers and start seeing opportunities. But here's the reality. Decisions are powerful. They are what shape your future. Every decision you make sends you in one direction or another, and the people who succeed in life aren't necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They're the ones who decide to move forward, no matter what. So, let me ask you something. What is your decision? What is it that you've been holding back on? What is it that you know, deep down, you need to do but you haven't yet taken action on? Now is the time. It's time to stop waiting for permission. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The opportunity you're waiting for is right in front of you. All you have to do is take that first step. Let me tell you this. You will never feel fully ready. You'll never feel like you have all the answers. But that's okay. You don't need them. You just need to act. And with each action, clarity will follow. With each step, the fog will clear. The reason most people don't achieve their dreams isn't because they lack the potential. It's because they wait. They wait for the stars to align. They wait for a sign. They wait for someone else to tell them it's okay. And all the while, they let their dreams slip through their fingers. Don't let that be you. When you act, when you choose to show up every day and do the work, even when you don't feel like it, you create your own momentum. Momentum is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Momentum is what turns an idea into a reality, and momentum is built with action. You see, success doesn't happen in a vacuum. It doesn't come to those who sit and wait. It comes to those who step into the arena, who put themselves out there, who get their hands dirty. Success comes to those who are willing to make mistakes, willing to fail, and willing to learn from it all. Because failure is never permanent, unless you let it be. You are in control of your own success. Right now, this very second, you have the power to change your future. You have the ability to decide what your life will look like tomorrow, next month, and in 5 years. The question is, what will you decide? Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for everything to be just right. Nothing is ever just right. You're never going to feel perfectly prepared, and that's okay. The key is to start now. The key is to take that leap of faith, to trust in yourself, and to move forward, one step at a time. You have so much power inside of you. There is nothing you can't accomplish if you make the decision to act. But the first step is crucial. It's the moment you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for your future. And here's the kicker. Every time you act, every time you push past the fear, the doubt, the excuses, you become stronger. You start to believe in yourself more. You start to see that you can do this, that you are capable of achieving everything you've ever wanted. And when you believe in yourself, there's nothing stopping you. This is the time to decide. Decide that today is the day you stop waiting. Decide that today is the day you start making your dreams a reality. So, what's it going to be? No more excuses. No more waiting. Just results. Let's take a moment and get real. The world is not going to hand you anything. The life you want, the dreams you've envisioned, the success you crave, it's all within your reach, but only if you decide to claim it. Only if you step up and say, I will not settle for less. I will not accept mediocrity. I am going to go after what I want with everything I've got. And here's the cold, hard truth. If you don't take that step, no one else will. No one will come to rescue you. No one is going to show up and solve your problems. The power is in your hands. The moment you realize this, that your destiny is yours to control, that's when the game changes. So ask yourself this, what do you want to build? What is it that excites you, that drives you? What would your life look like if you stopped waiting for the right time and just went after it? I'm not talking about a vague idea or wishful thinking. I'm talking about real action. I'm talking about deciding what you want and then putting everything you've got into achieving it. Here's the kicker. No one will respect your dreams more than you do. You have to show the world, with every action, with every decision, that you believe in yourself. You have to prove to yourself that you are worthy of the life you want to create. You are the only one who can validate your dreams. People will doubt you. People will criticize you. But here's the thing. Their opinions don't matter. The only opinion that matters is your own. So, stop listening to the naysayers. Stop seeking approval. Trust your vision. Trust your instincts. Trust yourself. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you took a risk? When was the last time you went after something that scared you, that made you feel uncertain, that pushed you outside your comfort zone? Because growth only happens when you step out of that zone. Growth only happens when you get uncomfortable. So how bad do you want it? How much are you willing to sacrifice for it? Are you willing to push through the pain, the self-doubt, the fear, and keep going anyway? The truth is, you're going to have to get uncomfortable if you want to succeed. Success is not for the faint of heart. Success is not for those who sit back and wait for things to fall into place. Success is for those who decide to take control of their own life and create the future they desire. That's why you need discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. It's not about being perfect. It's not about never making mistakes. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. And doing the work, it's about doing what needs to be done. No matter how you feel, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Because, here's the secret, motivation will not always be there. There will be days when you feel tired, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like giving up. But discipline is what carries you through those moments. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the key to turning your dreams into reality. And here's another truth. If you want to succeed, you need to be relentless. You can't give up after the first failure. You can't quit after the third setback. You can't stop because things got tough. You have to be relentless in your pursuit of your goals. Relentless in your belief that you will achieve what you set out to do. And that's exactly what successful people do. They don't give up. They don't quit. They keep going, even when everything seems against them. They rise above the noise, above the doubt, and they keep moving forward, and you can do the same. Let me tell you something. You are capable of greatness. There is nothing that you cannot achieve if you make the decision to never give up. There is no dream too big, no goal too out of reach. As long as you keep moving toward it step by step, day by day. But here's the thing you need to understand. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey, and that journey begins with a single step. That journey begins with a decision. It begins when you choose to say, I am done with excuses. I am done waiting. I am going to make my dreams happen. I am going to put in the work, and I am going to get results. No more waiting. No more excuses. Now is the time to take control of your life. Now is the time to step into your power. Now is the time to act. Because when you do, the world will notice. The world is waiting for you to show up. It's waiting for you to claim what is yours. It's waiting for you to take the step, to take the leap, to decide that you are worth it. And when you decide to step into your power, there will be no turning back. You will become unstoppable. You will become a force of nature, and nothing in the world will be able to stand in your way. So, what's stopping you? Nothing. It's time. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to start creating results. The truth you need to realize is this: the only limit to your success is the one you place on yourself. For too long, You've been waiting for external circumstances to change, for the world to align in your favor. You've been waiting for that perfect moment, that sign from the universe, that one golden opportunity that's supposed to change everything. But let me tell you something, the perfect moment does not exist. If you keep waiting for the perfect time to start, you will be waiting forever. Success is not something you wait for. Success is something you create, and you create it through action, through discipline, and through consistency. It doesn't matter if the conditions aren't perfect. What matters is your willingness to start anyway. Because when you start, when you make the decision to move forward, despite the doubts, despite the fear, despite the uncertainty, you begin to carve your own path. The world will not hand you success, but it will respond when you show up. It will open doors for you when you decide to push through the resistance. Success is not a reward for waiting. It's a reward for those who take action. It's a reward for those who get up every single day, regardless of how they feel, and keep moving toward their goals. It's a reward for the ones who show up when others quit, who fight through the obstacles, who refuse to let anything or anyone hold them back. And that's you. That's who you are becoming, right now. You have the power to change everything. Every second that passes is a second closer to your future. Every decision you make today is laying the foundation for your tomorrow. Your future is being shaped by your actions, your decisions, and your mindset. If you want to be successful, you must start acting like the person you want to become. You don't have to wait for success to come to you. You can create it right now. It starts with a mindset shift, a belief that you are capable of achieving your dreams, a commitment to showing up, no matter what, and doing the work. And here's something important you need to understand. You will face resistance. There will be days when it feels like nothing is going your way. There will be days when you want to give up, when everything feels too hard, too overwhelming. But that's when you need to push the hardest. That's when you need to keep going. Because success doesn't come to those who quit. It comes to those who persist, to those who refuse to let anything stand in their way. You see, every setback, every failure, every challenge is just another opportunity to grow, another opportunity to build resilience, another opportunity to show the world that you will not be defeated. You will not be stopped. You will keep moving forward. The person you want to become, the person who is living their dream life, is already inside of you. You just need to believe it, trust it, and then act on it. No more hesitation, no more waiting. Just act, start today. Take one small step toward your goal. Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if you don't know exactly where the path will lead, just take the step, and with every step you take, you will get closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Now, don't wait for someone to tell you that you're ready. Don't wait for a sign. You are ready. You've always been ready, and today is the day that everything changes. You are in control of your destiny. You are the author of your story, and today, you write a new chapter. You decide what happens next. You decide to stop making excuses and start making results. So go ahead. Take that step. Move forward. Because there is nothing in this world that can stop you, you are unstoppable.